I think we are live, I'm not sure. Does seem like we are live. Just have to, I'm on my own again this week, so I had to wait before I ready up, and I forgot to press spectate, so it started already, but that's not a problem. We just wait for them to ready up. In a few seconds. And we are back for round 9 of the championship in China, just after the Chinese New Year. It is the year of the rabbit, so no Chinese Grand Prix in real life though, as they got cancelled not too long ago due to the COVID restrictions, I think it was. But we do have it. I won't race. I can't race tomorrow, so I'm kinda glad that I don't have to do China, because I think the majority of the people can agree that this isn't a track you like or anyone likes. But yeah, we just have to see. I hope my sound is on, by the way. Don't know if any of you guys can confirm that in the chat. But we are back to a normal qualifying then, after last week's sprint. And I think the championship is updated, so I will have a check. In a minute. Where are the championship standings? There they are. And driver standings then, as most people have come out already. I need to put on this for a second. Let's see. What was the first one? It's both Alfa Romeos, so my sound is way too loud. Need to put it down a bit. But Smid is in the lead now, ahead of Rodo, 8 points ahead. And I'm not sure if Rodo is racing. Yeah, he is racing, so top two there. Then Raika and Matt, P3 and P4 for both Red Bull drivers, not that far off. And they are both racing as well. Haas is in P5, 8 points behind Matt, and Matt's 8 points behind Raika, so very close battle to P3. And then Stebo is 7 points behind Haas, and Tomczak is 10 points behind Stebo. Snitsy is 1 point behind Tomczak, Dino 3 behind Snitsy, and Booty 2 behind Dino. So the top 10 is really close behind each other, and yeah, down the grid everyone else is close behind. So it's a very close championship so far, and with only 3 rounds left after this one, the championship isn't decided. Good evening, Spritzy. From cold Barcelona. Yeah, it's cold here as well in the Netherlands. I mean, it's freezing. But I'm doing well. I hope you are enjoying Barcelona as well. A good city, a beautiful city. But in the Constructors' Championship, I think we still have time. In the meantime, I will just put the screen to Tomczak then. Red Bull is leading the Constructors by 28 points to Williams. So Williams moved up into P2. Alfa Romeo dropped down to P3. And Ferrari is in P4. Not that close behind. Or not that far behind. And then we got Aston Martin in P5, we got Alpine in P6, McLaren in P7, AlphaTauri in P8, Mercedes in P9 and Haas in P10. And I think one of the Haas drivers is back again, but the gaps are all around to 20 points between each other, so it's very close still, as I said, and the drivers as well. But it is purple, of course, for Tomczak, as he's the first one to cross the line, as Wardy's on the mediums. Interesting strategy that is. Oh, just saving a set of soft tires. Stubby, our race winner from Bahrain, has invalidated his lap. Let's see where is Tonchek now. He's heading towards the final corner then. Staying within the lines, it's quite difficult to get the final corner right. And it's a 133.4. What is Dino is doing 134.0, and then free fall is splitting both Alfa Romeos. And then it is Wardy on the medium tires. What can Wardy do on the medium tires? It's second slower, but that isn't a surprise. Then Kieran, we saw Inorganic in the chat again. Oh, it's his 15th birthday tomorrow, so congratulations to Kieran already. As he goes up to P2. But hopefully a third place for him behind the Williams. So I'm assuming you're driving the Williams. As someone has spun, and I think it's Raika. Yeah, he's hit the wall. Has to wait for the other cars then. What is Smith doing? Smith is going to professional pool. And then it's an AlphaTauri Booty. Finished P2 last time out. He's now in P7. Let's see. Snitchy has invalidated. And good evening to Ivor as well. Let's have a nice race. Yep. But the Williams boys, they are doing well. Again, one of them is the fastest so far. They've been picking up some pole positions this season. It's a gift, yeah. For sure it is. I hope he gets a good result. He's getting closer to the podium. You think he had a P6 before and then a P4 last week. So he's getting closer and closer to that podium. He's now in P4 in the qualifying as well, and not that far off that top 3. But an Alpine takes one. Currently it is the championship rivals almost together on the front row, but look at the gap Smith currently has over Tonchek. Raika, is he on the lap? I'm not sure. Someone has spun, and I think it's Snitsy. Oh, and Cosmos spun as well. Oh, he was on an out lap. I don't know if Stubby's on the lap, but we'll just follow him for a second then. A race winner from last week. Where does he end up? But his timing isn't that quick, so I'm assuming he's done a slower lap and now he's going for it again. As it's 1:52, that's not a great lap. But everyone else is in after their first laps, and Truggles misses the corner a bit there. But I don't know if Stubby's on the lap again. We have to wait for a split time in the first sector. 2/10 slower. Now I don't know if he made a mistake in the middle sector, because if he's 2/10 slower than his current time, you could say he isn't improving by a lot. Difficult right-hander this one, followed by a double left-hander. Easy to get the traction wrong here. And yeah, he's 17 seconds down on his time, so he's improving. This is a difficult one to get right as well. When do you go on the power? And you don't want to get on the power too early. As we were following him through this sort of halo cam, DRS open. And there he goes. Final corner. To the line. It's P6. 134.0. Is everyone else on an outlap again? I hope I can quickly get some water in between the start of the race, because my throat isn't helping me tonight. We have to stick it out for another 10 minutes then. But yeah, 11 viewers already, that is nice. And of course you have to like as well. And Smith is on an out lap. Tonchek is just starting his lap, so we follow him. He's the first one to start his new lap. He's purple again. And it is a yellow, and I think it's Booty going moving out of the way. These camera shots are really not helping me. Just have to stick with the onboard then. And we will follow him. We wait. There he is. Purple again. He is improving. But by how much? And is it enough to take away the pole position from Smith? Both McLaren's behind on an out lap. I think free fall is the next to set a time. What can Tonchek do? He's still in this fight as well in the championship. He needs to score. Oh, and Raika's retired, and I think it's a collision as Tonchek moves up into P1, and let's see as he approaches this corner. Oh, it's a Red Bull and it's a Mercedes, so I think they've collided. Freefall moves up to P3, so big improvements being made. Then it is Wardy. Wardy's now on the soft tires as he goes up to P4. And now it's Dino. He's also up 410, so the track is improving. Yellow flag is out, but I think that's just a yellow flag as Dino moves up to P4. Now Rodo is also up 5/10. Can Rodo challenge for the front row? He's lost his championship lead last time out. He needs to regain it. If no, he's just behind Smith. Now let's follow Smith then. Can Smith regain his provisional pole position? Just have to wait. No, it's not enough. So Tonchek currently on pole position. Let's go. Let's look at Kieran. Kieran is on the lap. And can Kieran improve? Let's see. Final corner, DRS to the line, P5. That is a decent improvement. What is Snitsy doing behind? He moves up to P5 now, so P5 and 6 for McLaren boys. And we're waiting for someone. It's Bruty. Has jumped up to P7 then. Don't think anyone else is on the lap. As Matt isn't that much quicker. Raika is out already, so that's unfortunate for P3 in the championship. And I don't know if Dragos is on the lap. I have to see. He is on the lap, and he is improving. And Haas is not on the lap. No one from the front runners is on the lap, so we just have to follow Dragos then, or we will follow Dragos. And I noticed Stebo isn't there, but Colin is, so good evening to Colin, and good luck to Wardy. He's due a result. He is. I mean, I see the dedication he puts into this, so he deserves a good result. As we're still following Dragos, he's currently the lowest with a time set, apart from Raika, but Raika's DNF'd, so he can't improve. Oh, Kieran retired. And I think he's... Oh, yeah. Oh, that is unfortunate for Dragos. I don't know how he retired in that position, but it definitely took out the wing of Dragos. But I'm not sure what happened to Kieran. Because how do you retire in a place like that? Well, that does mean he can't improve from his P6, which is still a good position right now, but I think people will improve. So I just have to wait where he will end up. So we're waiting for everyone. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Maybe he did crash at the entering in the pits, and it. But then again, I think it would have loaded him on the just on track, not at that. At that like sort of half of on track, half off track. But I'm not sure. It could be though. We'll just have to wait for confirmation there. And now we will enter the final laps of this qualifying. Still a lot of time left. To almost 3 minutes as someone is going into the pit lane. I think it struggles. He's lucky there isn't a gravel trap there anymore. Yeah, so Inorganic telling us Kieran crashed in the pit lane and moved his car to that place. So not a lot he could do then. But I think, yes, Stubby moved up to P3. I didn't see that. But the Williams moved up to P3. And they are in P2 and P3. And they're in a better position than their rivals Red Bull. Currently down in P11 and one of them is in P14. But we switch to Tonchik again. As he is the first of the front runners to put in a lap. And can he improve? He is currently quicker. Oh, some yellow flags. I think it's people slowing down. Good evening, Mr. Becker. And let's see Tonchak now, final corner. And he does improve. It's a 32.6. But the question is it enough? Wardy behind. He's pushing as well, moves up to P8. And I don't think he will improve anymore. So that is his best position. As Dino's, and I think one of the Williams cars has spun. But it's Dino now. Currently in P10, can he get anywhere close to his teammate? No, he's P7. Then it's Freefall. Freefall is also up on his time. Can he improve a position? And no, he doesn't improve a position then. And then it's Matt. I think Matt might be starting his lap right now. So we will follow him later. Is it Rodo next? It is Rodo next. He's improving. And he's in P3. He's behind Smith. And there's Smith. And Smith doesn't improve enough as he stays on that time, but I'm not sure if I think he's just starting his lap right now. So we just have to wait. He was on an out lap. Missed that. Haas then. Haas moves up to P5. What a jump. That is. And they are finished. So we have to wait. Snitchy is gone in. He won't improve. It's Booty then. Is Booty improving? He jumps up to P5. So a lot of improvement. Stubby is finished in P4. And then it is the Alfa Romeos, but they are not improving. Wardy isn't improving, and the only one on the lap is, I think, Matt. It is Matt and Smith. And yeah, Matt and Smith. But we follow Matt first, then he's in P12. Kieran dropped down to P10. It is a quick lap, 32.6. Currently no one could match him as he's on pole position, and then it is Smith and Rodo really close behind. Also in the championship that's the case, so it is quite exciting. With a great lap from Booty and Haas there in the end. And what can Matt do? Matt, ooh, he stays down in P12, and that is unfortunate for the Red Bull team. We're in the fight with the Williams. Now can Smith take away the pole position? To the line. No, it isn't enough. It's just about, it's, I think, almost 1.5 10 there, or more than 1.5 10, and that is the gap to Smith. But that is qualifying done then. That's a funny comment. And we already got a report in, so we haven't even started the race and there's already reports in. But Tomczak is on pole position then in the Alfa Romeo. Smith, the championship leader, in P2, ahead of his rival Rodo in P3. We got Stubby in P4 for the Williams team, and Booty, great lap in P5, and Haas as well at the end of P6. Look at those gaps, very close. Freeval is in P7, a good lap from the Haas driver. Snitsy is in P8, Dino is in P9, Kieran is in P10 after that crash, unfortunately. Wardy is in P11, very close gaps though, look at the gaps. And then Matt is in P12 for the Red Bull team, and it is a Red Bull and Mercedes last two rows there, or a bit of a combination. We will have to wait, and in the meantime I will quickly get some water, so I will be back in a very short period. And we are back, I think, just before the start of the race. Or just in time, we could say. As we are waiting for the lights to go out. And it seems like it is dry. So that is great. I know the tire was pretty high here, so let's see what the tires look like. Warley's on the hards and Raikas on the hards. Apart from that, everyone is on the mediums, so interesting. We're waiting for the cars to line up on the grid, and I hope the first lap won't have too many incidents. We got 11 people watching, I think, so I hope you will all enjoy. So we'll all enjoy this race. The water did help a bit there. So we are waiting for the cars. Oh, someone is going on the grass. It's like a little. It is like a snake's body moving. If you look at this view, all synchronized weaving to warm up the tires, and then you got Cosmo doing a Kimi. Oh. Not sure what Smith is doing. You saying I think we see some firework, Ivor. It could be. I mean, it's the new year in China, so or it's a new Chinese New Year, so you might get some fireworks. I'm quite interested in Rodo and Smith starting right behind each other. We're also close in the championship. This is a good view, finally. Or is this one? No, this is better. Waving the green flag in the background. Oh, the sky's turned a lot darker here. It is 3, 4, 5 lights. Okay, let's go. And let's see who has a good start. It seems like Stubby has a good start. And Stubby moves up into P1 already, into turn 1. Let's see behind. Oh, it's a collision between the McLaren. Both McLarens have got damage. And I think Matt is involved as well. And it might have been a Haas driver. But what a start from Stubby there into P1. Oh, it is Smith. And he's been tapped round. So I don't know. It might have been. But now let's see. He dropped down. I was looking at the chat for a second. And Dino is trying to overtake. Up the inside for this corner then. And let's see. Raika has had a good start. Wardy's had a good start. And then it is the McLarens behind. But Stubby from P4 to P1. And back in the lead again after last week. Oh, it's a collision. Or it is Dino around. Oh, and one of the McLarens went off. Oh, it's someone in the background. It is free fall. Free fall spun as well. What a chaos this is. And Wardy's up into P8 now. And here's Cosmo moving up to P8. Oh, what is Cosmo doing then? Almost taking out Raika here. And Wardy's losing some positions too. Matt, this is all kicking off. And Wardy's losing even more position. Does he have any damage? No, he does not. And now it's Cosmo fighting. It's both Red Bulls fighting. Cosmo is dropping back again. And Kieran is in and Dino is in. But now both Red Bulls fighting. And we did have some fireworks. Oh, collision again behind. Between Wardy and Dragos. I hope no one picked up any damage from that. But it looks like Dino did pick up some damage. But there is still Stubby in the lead. And that is a lot of fireworks in the opening lap. And let's see. Cosmo only got 61% brakes. Yeah, that's not too good when you're braking for a hairpin. He maybe thought he could use Raika as a braking or help him with the braking. But we got a battle here. And Stitzy's caught up to the back of them. Oh, and I switched to him and he's into the wall. And that is commentator's curse for you. Unbelievable. Bad luck. Yeah, and Cosmo is going for it again. I hope his brakes do work this time. He's braking a bit earlier there. But it looks like he's getting a better exit. Stubby sets the fastest lap of the race. And now Rodo, it does improve that, and Smith improves it. As Haas is in. And that is quite early. So, does he have any damage? Oh, that is Snitsy almost into the wall. Oh, I have a quick look if it is damage. Yeah, it is damage for Haas as well. So he might have got it on the first lap and then tried to continue on, but struggled with it. But then both Rebels in P6 and 7, so not too bad. And some good starts from the Mercedes guys. Oh, Cosmo again. Very late on the brakes. Oh, it's a yellow in sector 2. It is Booty. Who's off. Watch out for the rejoin. It's going quite well, but now Cosmo is looking for an overtake. Oh, Haas is spun. I think it's called tires. This is a lot is happening when you're on your own this time. Normally we are with 2, and it's quite easy, or it's easier to see what is happening. But now Wardy is going on for it on Cosmo at the inside. Nope. It is a shorter line. And who has the better straight line speed? I think both of them have DRS. They're both using ERS. But Wardy is ahead for now. Ooh, pushing. And wide on into the gravel, onto the grass. And now Dragos around the outside. I hope this ends well. I can't really see. There it is. And Wardy's ahead of both Mercedes now, but who is that Mercedes? Cosmo was in the middle of them. And he's got his teammate behind. Cosmo has used up almost all of his ERS. But he's going for a move again, I think. No, he's staying behind, and then up ahead it is Booty fighting with Raika. Raika is on the hard tire, so he is of course going to be having a slower pace than Booty, or less grip at this stage of the race. Booty, these camera views are not helping me at all. Let's wait. Is Booty ahead? He is ahead. No, he's still side by side. Will Raika hold on up the inside here? He will. But now Matt is following them. The sister team versus the main team. As Booty is following in the slipstream. DRS is on, so he played the game. Maybe. As Booty is now going around the outside. Matt has a lot more ERS. Oh, Booty on the outside still. A lot of wheel banging. Oh, Matt is spun. Matt has spun. Oh, and Booty is overtaking Raika then. He's already 9 seconds behind the leading group. Now Raika around the outside into turn 1. Oh, almost coming together. But Booty holds on to that P5. Oh, now both Mercedes are putting pressure behind. And it's only lap 5. So Wardy can't really get away from the Mercedes behind, but he is closing in on Raika and Booty, and that's for P5. Quick look at the front then, as Smith is closing in on Rodo. Rodo now ahead of Smith, which would mean he would gain some points on Smith in the championship, but I don't think it is enough at the positions they're currently in. But can Smith close in? He's getting closer, but not close enough. Why does it keeps giving me that view? There we go. Let's see behind there. Yeah, we've got a little DRS train forming again. But let's have a look at Smith. So it's going to stay dry according to our weather report here. Which is easier for the drivers, I think. Because this track is quite difficult even in the dry, imagine it in the wet. It's much worse. But after that chaotic start, things are starting to settle in now. But the pace at the front is really close. This Booty can't keep up with because of all that fighting. And the pit stop is quite long here, but if they do another 10 seconds in 6 laps, which I don't think they will, they could have a free pit stop. But don't count out the possibility of a safety car here. Yeah, Colin, I don't know how good you are in the rain at this track. I mean, I'm guessing pretty good. But if it does rain, I'm kinda glad I'm not there, because I do hate the rain, I have to say, or not hate it. I don't enjoy it, and especially not at China. So we have to see, but there are some opportunities then, as Wardy is defending from Cosmo. And good evening, Sinful, as your Mercedes cars are on the attack. And there's Cosmo. We follow behind them for a bit. On Dragos' POV. And we can see what is happening in front. And Dragos will notice that red flashing light of his teammate. And he might want to say, let me have a try. I'm not sure how the team dynamic is in this team. But yeah, Wardy I think still has DRS from Raika ahead, so it's difficult for Cosmo to get close. Oh, Cosmo! You don't want to touch that grass up the inside because you will spin out. Now back to the front. Smith within 4 tenths. He saved up a lot of ERS, and I think it might be enough. Let's see, what is it? What is his straight line speed? It is quite good, as someone has spun, and it is Booty. Unfortunate there from P5. But Smith, yeah, he doesn't have the straight line speed, even with DRS. But I don't think he used many ERS, as I've just seen. But when will he use it? Oh, and Wardy and Raika are fighting. Oh, and Dragos of No Cosmo has gone off the track. So kicking off behind here for P5. And now Dragos is past Cosmo. So maybe Dragos can attack Wardy this time. But yeah, Booty dropped down to P11, and it is Haas is round at the back after such a good qualifying. He's really struggling in the race so far. But both hard tire drivers here, Raika and Wardy. And I'm not sure when the crossover point is between the hards and the mediums, so when the hards will be faster than the mediums, but I don't think it's after 8 laps. So let's see, can the Mercedes close up again after that little moment? Let's switch to the front. Stubby still ahead of Tonchek then. Stubby very controlled when he's in the lead. He did it last week as well. And every lap, even under pressure from Booty behind. And we are almost 1/3 into this race, and he's still leading. After he took the lead into turn 1. But so the gaps are close, and Stubby doesn't have a lot of ERS. I can notice it from the red lights flashing. But yeah, it doesn't seem like someone really wants to gamble on attacking, because if you do attack, it must cost you a position behind. The only one who doesn't have that risk is Smith. But it seems like Smith doesn't have the straight line speed compared to Rodo. And the dirty air at this track is, yeah, it's quite terrible. So even if you did have an advantage in free air on the arrow or the downforce, when you're following a car, that could get taken away, and then it is all about straight line speed. But the Mercedes are closing in again. This time it is Drago's ahead of Cosmo. And let's see, Tonchek is now 5 tenths behind, and he could use a lot more ERS here. Will we see a move for the lead? He's closing in. Stubby defense up the inside, on the inside. Tonchek will have to go around the outside here, and that is difficult. Yep, you know that. Good defense from Stubby. Will he try it again on this part of the track? I don't think he will, or he might. Stubby is struggling with the ERS. He doesn't have any left. Tonchek around the outside, and he leads into turn 1. And Tonchek regains the lead after starting on pole position. And let's see if he can get away from Stubby here. Still good results for Williams so far in the championship. Stubby needs to save a bit of ERS, because otherwise it will be difficult. Let's see, can Smith now also attack? And look at the gap between Smith and Raika here, 14.5 seconds. And that would be very difficult to close in, even or without a safety car. With a safety car, of course, those gaps will disappear. But for now, we don't have any safety car. And just as I said that, it is Stubby who was spun. And that is very unfortunate as he's now dropped down to P4 as Smith is overtaking his rival up to P3. Will Rodo fight back? Smith has a lot more ERS now. But Rodo has the DRS advantage out of the last corner. And he can't close in. So is this the moment for Smith to close the gap to Tonchek, and as he has that extra pace and ERS advantage, could he take the lead? And every point counts in such a close championship battle, especially near the end of the season. And Booty is in for new tires. He might go to the hards, and I don't know if this is the expected lap to go in, around 10 or 11 laps, but we will have to see if more drivers follow him. And I think he comes up behind Kieran, and it will be close with Dino. There he is, Dino around the outside. He has warmer tires, he has more temperature in them. Up the inside, yeah, and Dino is passed. So Booty down to P14 then. Smith is closing in, he's dropping Rodo, so he definitely saved up some pace, and he's used a lot of ERS as well. Can he close in? And they still continue on for another lap. So Stubby is in, and will Stubby do an undercut, or will he try an undercut? He is 4 seconds behind, as it's a yellow flag for someone, and it is Dragos, and he's lost his wing. Oh, and it is someone else. It is Snitchy's also lost his wing. And a lot is happening. Cosmo's in, Freefall's in, Dino has retired. Now where has he retired? And it is a safety car at this moment, and that's very unfortunate timing for Stubby then. A lot happened all of a sudden, and Dino is out. I don't know how that happened. He might have spun. But yeah, this is a very unfortunate timing for these guys. As they're coming in. Stubby is in P7, but he will lose out a lot of positions here then. But it seems like the perfect moment for the hard tires to switch, or for the medium tires to switch to hards. And will that bring Matt back into play, as this safety car will, just as I said, make this gap go away, and it will mean he is back in the race. But we will have to see. And this will bring Snitsy and Haas back into play. As the leading group is in, and I think they all will go to the hard tires. And the question is, what will Raika do? Yeah, I think he's in for the mediums as well. Same for Wardy. Let's see. I hope no one crashes in the pit lane here. Yeah. And then we will see Matt in. The question is, where does Stubby end up? He will for sure be P4, I think. Yeah, he will still be in P4, but yeah, it is not the perfect timing for him. As Raika is up into P5, it is Wardy in P6, both guys on the mediums. Then we got Matt in P7, I think. Will he stay ahead of Cosmo? Cosmo is using ERS, it is close. And I think Matt is ahead. Oh no, behind, sorry. So Cosmo up to P7 then. Matt is in P8, it's Freefall in P9, and we got Kieran in P10 on 11 lap old hard tires. Now, my question is, why wouldn't he change to the medium tires? He still has the chance to do that, of course, but we will have to wait, as Booty is up in P11. Dragos is down in P12, we got Huss and Snitsy in P13 and 14, but that is not what Alfa Romeo want. One of them is leading, the other one is out. I think we did have some press room. I just forgot. I was checking the Discord for a second, and I think we did have some press room questions. So I hope the safety car will go for another lap. One of them is with only 4 runs left. Are you on target to achieve your goals this season? Rodo saying it is really close, so anything can happen still. You just need to start going my way again and can't throw away any points. He is still in this fight today. Booty say just make up as many places as possible. I hope he can recover. But then Smith, my target was top 5, so I'm on track there. The hope to be in the fight for the title felt distant at the start, but enjoying the battle now. Still a very close championship battle, and someone's gone in, and I think it is Kieran. And I was just about to come up to his answer, as he's saying being 14th in the championship is higher than I expected, and hopefully I climb more positions. Now, yeah, that's interesting, because apparently P14 is higher than he expected. But yeah, Spritzy saying Cosmo with no brakes on hards could be very interesting. Yeah, and then no temperature as well at the start. So I hope Wardy doesn't get hit from behind. And good evening, Glassy, as well. Yeah, it has been enjoyable. A lot is happening so far, and still some good racing, and quite close at the front. So we will have to see. Wardy saying, no, just been a poor season for one reason or another, and struggle to get any consistency. But my target is to get a podium spot in the last 4 rounds. He's currently in P6. He is getting close. And Haas saying, I'm P5 at the moment. My aim is to finish in top 3. I should be consistent for the rest of the season. Well, he's in P13, but the safety car might help him a bit. And Drago's saying, at this point my target is to get as many points as possible and see what the final ranking holds for us, as he is in P11. Let's see, I think the safety car is in, so we'll maybe save this one for another safety car if there is another safety car. And we are waiting for the restart then. Oh, this will be a long wait if they will drive like this for the whole straight. Depending on where the safety car is, I think it's the best to go out of the hairpin, but I hope the game doesn't slow you down when you try to go after this hairpin. And I think that is exactly what Tonsek, no, he's waiting. I think he will go after the final corner, but that is quite easy to follow, so I will have Rodo is POV, and there he goes. So everyone is, there's the restart, and it is Raikko's close behind on the medium tires. Rodo's looking for an attack on Smith as Booty overtakes Freefall already. Rodo is following. A long way to go with the mediums, it for sure is, but I think it's possible. As I think it's Raikko now overtaking Stubby, or trying to overtake Stubby around the outside. Can he hold on? Stubby closes the gap a bit, but Raikko has that, does have the mediums, and he has better grip, and he's up into P4. So overtaking the rivals, one of the Williams, to put themselves in a better position, and the other Williams might lose out of position here. As Rodo's putting pressure on his championship rival. But Raikko's P3 in the championship, so he's in this fight as well. So the top 3 in the championship right behind each other with Tonchek in front of them. Fighting behind. I hope everything goes well. But now Smith has closed in massively out of that sort of final turn. Now I couldn't say it final turn, but final turn before the straight. And he's closing in, he has better set left speed, not using any ERS. Neither of them do. Oh, Stubby up the inside, it is a collision with Raikko. Oh, and someone else, Cosmo, is overtaking Wardy as well, but yeah, Stubby completely missed his braking there and went up the inside where he couldn't. Oh, Wardy had to wait for Cosmo. Otherwise they would have crashed. Now Booty is going for a double overtake on one straight. Can he do it around the outside? No, he's going up the inside now. And he is waiting. But let's see. They are closing in now. Stubby and Raikko. I don't know if someone has damage. Doesn't seem like it. But Wardy is now close behind Cosmo again. A lot is happening. And for the lead as well, Smith is only 2 tenths behind. Oh, it's a yellow. It is Wardy and Matt. Wardy is round. I'm not sure if there was a collision, but look at how close this is. And Matt has lost out some time as well, but this is close to follow Kieran up the inside on the medium tires. And look at the traction. But it is Dragos up the inside. Yeah, there he is. Oh, and now Snitchy up the inside. Wardy's lost some positions. Yeah, you can. I will quickly put on the, where is it? position change. How do you do that? There we go. So Rijka's up 10 positions then, and Cosmo's up 9. But Smith will be about to move up 1 position as he goes into the lead. And overtakes Tonček. And puts another car between his championship rival. Between himself and his championship rival. But let's see. Some guys who lost out. I think it's Haas that lost out some big time after an incident in the early rounds. Or opening laps. Oh, and just as I said that, he's off in the background, but he stays out of the wall. And he will lose even more positions. And we go back to the tires for a quick second then. The safety car didn't mess up too many strategies, as a lot of guys started on the mediums and it was the perfect time to switch to them. But yeah, we saw some guys on the hard, so they have to go with in the mediums and go to the end for about 14 or 15 laps, so that's quite a long time. But we will have to wait and see if they can hold on. Oh, Stubby is, I think, around again. Yeah, and he's lost his wing. Oh, watch out for the rejoin. I think it's just about safe, but Stubby's lost out a lot. He was in the lead for the first 10 laps, and I said it looked fairly controlled, and after that it just gone downhill, so I might have jinxed it a bit. Now Rodo behind Tonček as someone else is around, and I think, or it's just a battle. Oh, whoa, that is someone hit the back. It's Matt hitting the back of Dragos, and both McLarens fighting. But yeah, that was a bit of bad move from Matt maybe. But one Red Bull and one Williams down the grid. The other Williams in the lead, and he just put down the fastest lap. But Rodo, can he follow his championship rival? Dragos gets a 3-second time penalty. I think that is for track limits, which we haven't seen a lot of. Yeah, the commentator's curse is back. I think I've had it happen multiple times already today, so it seems like when you're doing it in the duo it doesn't happen that often, but when you're doing comms alone it seems to be happen more often than not. But yeah, it is quite interesting. But I hope I don't jinx anyone after this. Let's see, Rodo starting to lose out a bit. Can Tonček stay close? I don't know where the DRS line, detection line is. I think it's this one. Yeah. So he's still within that second. And it will help him defend from behind. Although Rodo is losing some time as well. Very good race from Cosmo so far. Small incidents, but yeah, it's gonna rain tickets, and I'm a steward, so I hope we don't see too many tickets, because it does take a lot of time. But from what I've seen, we could see some tickets tonight. I hope it doesn't affect the final result too much. And yeah, we just have to wait for that, as the caps are starting to form. But Tonček is closing in again on Smith. Oh, and we got Dragos in. I think he's going to the medium tires. Still though, every guy finishing will get points with the RPM system, so there's no reason to retire even when you're down in P14, because those 2 points could win you a championship. But let's see, Cosmo is now closing in on Rijka. Is Rijka saving his tire a bit? Or I don't think the tires have dropped off already. It is a yellow flag, and it is Haas. And he's not having the best of times. He had a very good qualifying, but it seems like he struggled in the race. We have the same situation as before. Raika can't keep up with the top 3, and the top 3 is just staying as it is, just following each other in the DRS a bit. Fairly matched pace, so an overtake will need to come. And the car is really close and has a better exit, but it isn't the case so far. Cosmo going a bit wide in the background. But let's see, Wardy is close behind free fall, but yeah, he dropped after that incident on the safety car restart. Didn't really see what's happened, but I saw Matt and Wardy both drop down, so I'm assuming there was some contact there. But he has been very unlucky in incidents this season, so I hope it doesn't happen to him in the next season. And Stubby sets the fastest lap on the medium tires, down in P13. And Rodo has dropped out of that 1 second window, but Raika can't keep up with him. Well, we see a move from Cosmo for P4 in the race, and Williams would be very happy with that, because it would mean that a Red Bull is dropping down another position compared to them. There's Cosmo close behind. They both don't have any ERS left. It's Snitsy, I think, has spun. Yep. As Wardy overtakes freefall. Let's see, is Cosmo overtaking? No, he's staying behind. Freefall staying behind. And Snitsy still off the track. Dropping down to P12. But we are entering the final laps of this race. Will we see a move for the lead? Smith is saving a lot of ERS, which is a good thing, because he could defend here. And I noticed he has great straight line speed, I think. But so does Rodo, so don't know if Rodo can close in. Rodo will be hoping that these two guys ahead will fight, so he can get back into the DRS window. It doesn't seem like that is the case right now. Ooh, little mistake from Tonchek. And that means that Smith is now outside of the DRS zone, and Rodo is in the DRS zone of Tonchek. I need to keep an eye on Cosmo behind, but Booty's now closed in as well. And Booty is very quick. It's just been unfortunate with some incidents or mistakes. But last week he had a very good race, finishing in P2, and I don't know where he is in the championship. I think he is down in P10 or something. But oh, Cosmo is brakes. Again, Cosmo is brakes. Almost hit Raika. And he hit, I think he hit Matt already, or was it Raika as well? I mean, he hit one Red Bull already. I almost made it two. Already closing in on this fight. This fight is slowly becoming more and more cars. But now Rodo is close behind Tonchek. Tonchek can't keep up with Smith. And this might be the breakthrough Smith was searching for, as he has a lot of ERS to defend. You can see he used around 20% to create a bigger gap. And with Tonchek under pressure, oh, Skirin is going for an overtake. Moves up into P8. And that is some great moves from him. But yeah, with Tonchek under pressure from Rodo, this is the perfect moment for Smith to pull away. Oh my, clicked the wrong button there. The question is, can Smith hold on till the end? Wardy is overtaking Booty there. I'm not sure what happened to Booty, but he's lost that to Wardy. Or Wardy is closing in. It is a spin from Snitsy. Free falls dropping back. Wardy's moving up a lot of positions here. There's a lot of ERS left as well. Currently in P6 for the Ferrari team. It's a yellow in sector 3. It is Stubby, unfortunately. And his race, the second part of the race hasn't been the best. And I hope he isn't waiting for a safety car here, because it wouldn't help his teammate. So there's a green flag already. But this fight for P4 is very interesting. Now the thing is, Wardy and Rijka would be identical on tire. Oh, Snitsy is retired. Oh, it's in the pit lane. That is a weird decision. I mean, you were still in P12, so still some points. But yeah. It is unfortunate if that's the only solution. I mean, I could get boring, I know. I've been driving at the back for 3 rounds myself. Oh, Wardy. That is an interesting place to go for the overtake, but it did work. And he's up to P5. Can Cosmo follow? No, because Wardy has a lot of ERS, and Wardy could be looking at a P4 here. And he said he wanted to finish on the podium. I think it was him that said that. But I don't think he can attack the top 3 today. But an incident can always happen, and it is yellow. It is Stubby. But Wardy's making a lot of moves. A very good racing from him tonight. Oh, and then this juggles round. So it seems like once you start spinning, you will be spinning for the rest of the race. Oh, that was close from Wardy. Let's see, did he get any top 5 finishes this season? I need to keep an eye out on the screen as well. Where is the championship division standings? Season stats. So where is Wardy in the championship? His best finish is 3 P8s. So he's currently doing really well. Holding on to P5, but it almost became P6 here. This is a very close battle. I'm keeping an eye on the gap between Rodo and Tonchek as well, but it seems like it stays at around half a second. Now it's closing in, but not enough? Question mark? No, he stays behind. So we follow for Wardy then, as Wardy is going for the move for P4. No, Rijka defense. Oh, it's a little contact. Switch back, didn't work. But Booty and Cosmo still holding on to this fight as well. Entering lap 25 of the race. We're getting closer to the final lap. And the gap between Smith and Tonchek now 3 seconds. So it should be safe, but I don't want to jinx anything. But can Cosmo put any pressure on Wardy again? I think the tires of these medium cars will slowly start to become worse. Or oh, Booty overtaking Cosmo, but it didn't happen without. Oh, that is a little tap at the back there, and it made sure Booty lost some balance. Now Cosmo re-overtaking again, but Booty around the outside for this corner, next corner. No, Cosmo holds on, but Cosmo overshoots. And I think Booty might have a better exit here, but they still both have ERS. But let's see, Wardy has the same. And what is Rodo doing? Rodo would want to overtake Tonchek here as his championship rival. would gain 10 points currently, and if he overtakes Tonchek it would be 5. Can Wardy hold on around the outside? No, he's using a lot of ERS and he's now equal to Raika again. Booty overtaking Cosmo. Booty back to P6. But it seems like Kieran is getting closer. Can Wardy finally overtake him around the outside? Hold on, now the inside for the next corner. And that is a great move from Wardy up to P4. But will Raika fight back? It seems like he has better straight line speed. Wardy up the inside for this corner. Raika still there. Better traction. Look at the traction difference out of that corner. And Wardy is still in P5 then. Oh, will he go for it at this point? It's a difficult place to overtake. Oh, he's hit the back there. And now Booty is looking for the overtake as well. Great fighting here in the midfield for P4. Oh, and there is Cosmo with the brakes. Good comment there, Classy. Can he go for it again? Both no ERS available, but no one has in this fight. Wardy and Raika switchback. Can he do it? It doesn't seem like he can do it. Rodo is closing in, but it isn't enough. Entering lap 27 then, of 28. And here's Booty. Oh, around the outside. Booty will go up the inside then. Oh, Wardy's round. Oh no! And Wardy's out of the race. Oh, and he's collided with Kieran and Cosmo. And that is so unfortunate. I think it was contact between Raika and Wardy, but Wardy is out. After looking at his first top 5 finish this season, it will be no points for Ferrari tonight. Oh, and wheel banging between Booty and Raika. Booty now around the outside. What a move that is. Up to P4. But it's all kicking off at the end of the race here. Free fall up to P6 now. And Kieran up to P7. As Cosmo has wing damage. And Matt moves up to P9. It is Hassan P10. And I think, yeah, late incidents are the worst. Can Rodo go for a move up the inside? Late braking. Oh, contact. And is that just enough for Tonchek to hold on to that P2? Because they both don't have any ERS left. Oh, it is Raika and Booty fighting. Contact again. Booty still ahead. There's a lot of fighting going on. Raika now around the outside. Booty. And Booty still ahead. Oh! Raika, watch out. Almost spinning him round. Oh, Raika is getting closer and closer, but it seems like Rodo can't close in enough. So this is the only close battle we have, as Haas sets the fastest lap. That is some extra points. It doesn't seem like Rodo is close enough, but look at how much ERS Tonchek saved for that last corner. I think it is enough. So we will switch to Smith then. Or will we see a late dive? No, we won't. We see Matt overtaking Cosmo. As Cosmo is still driving around with no wing. Oh, it is getting close. But then again, Smith, the championship leader, wins the race. Very good recovery from a bit of an unfortunate start. And can Rodo hold on? Tonček holds on to P2. It is Rodo in P3. Still a good result from Rodo finally again. But it is 3 Williams race wins in a row. It is Booty in P4. Again a good result from him. It's Raika in P5. Freevo comes home in P6. And the almost birthday boy finishes in P7. Kieran, and then it is Matt in P8, and Cosmo finishes the race in P9 after looking for at a P4 maybe. And then the guys with maybe not a very good result, not a very good race after a lot of spins or mistakes by themselves. But Huss will finish in P10, still decent points. And Dragos will finish in P11. And it is Stubby, our race winner from last week, ending the race in last place. No, not necessarily last place, but the last place of the race finishes, as we lost Wardy, Snitsy and Dino. But Smith, after winning in Singapore, he has won again, and he's extended his championship lead by 10 points to the car behind in P2. And very well done by Smith, and he's getting closer to that championship now, but still 3 rounds left after this with 1 sprint in it. Next week in Silverstone, and that is a great one for the sprint, especially with this close field. Oh, sorry, I skipped the podium there. That is unfortunate. But yeah, Team Williams on the charts, as the Williams is in P1. Tonček finally a good result on the podium again in P2. He was close with just not enough. Rodo started P3, finishes P3. Good job from him. Booty moves up a position into P4. Overall great race. Raika from P14 to P5. Very well done. Freefall from P7 to P6. Kieran moves up 3 positions to finish P7 for McLaren. Good points for them. Matt moves up 4 positions. Cosmo finishes in P9, and then we got Huss, Dragos, Stubby, and then the 3 DNFs. Now, we have seen a lot of incidents, so I'm not sure if this will be the final result. But for now, I think Smith is safe. He wasn't involved in any crashes. So yeah, well done to Smith. And yeah, another good race from him in the championship. Next week we will be back with a sprint in Silverstone, and make sure to watch Premier Division tomorrow as well. I unfortunately can't be there and can't watch it, so we'll have to watch after that. But I think it will be an exciting race. Might see some rain, as some guys predicted in the chat. And yeah, I will see you all next week again for the comps. I don't know if I will be joined by Glassy again. We will have to see. But for now, thank you all for joining me in the chat and watching this race. And all I wanted to say is good evening, and I will see you all next week. Goodbye.